Good afternoon. Uh, I thought it would be time to do some sort of introductory video or some sort of I don't know, just description of what this page is all about. So anyway, I started this page about 6 months ago. Um, it was really a way for me to keep my head in the game as a geologist. I had passed my RPG and got my professional license, and I literally had a lot of knowledge that I just felt that I wanted to talk about. It's like learning a foreign language. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So I decided to start making these videos and going on subjects I really just enjoyed thoroughly. Um, so, 13 videos later or something like that, plus the two Permian ones, which I just put out earlier this month, have been nothing more than just sheer delight. I really enjoy doing them. I want to keep doing them. I want to make better ones. Just a little background, I had never done anything like this before. I was completely unfamiliar with the software from both the YouTube side as well as the OBS side. I still am learning it. Shockingly, I still cannot figure out a way to splice two separate videos together. So anybody that has any comments on that, please let me know. I have not found a way to do it through YouTube or through the OBS software. I've Googled it. I spent days of my life trying to figure it out. Maybe it's so simple that's the problem, but up until this point, I have not found a way to splice a couple videos together. A little bit about the videos. They are rough, they are uncut, they are for the most part unedited. I am now learning how to do that. I think that ideally I will re-record most of these videos, if not all of them, in a much more professional manner. There are errors in them. I catch them when I watch them, and to be honest, you'd have to be a pretty hardcore geologist to catch some of them, but there are some that are pretty obvious, and it really wasn't so much as a mistake of me not knowing what I was talking about as just saying clearly the wrong thing. There's one where I mentioned Rodinia being, a million years or something ridiculous like that. It's clearly much, much older than that. But, when you watch yourself and you weren't paying attention, or you were nervous because you've never done this before, you'll catch these things. Unfortunately, I have no way of going in and re-editing them out that I can tell. I guess I could cut them out, or maybe voiceover, and then I look like a bad Godzilla movie with horrible dubbing. But in any case, they are going to be recorded. I actually already did the first one, the 1.2 billion year with part one, but again, it ended up going in two sections, which I cannot for the life of me figure out how to blend those together. So I guess I'm just going to have to do them all over again. But I am also open to other ideas. I've had some people locally ask me to do Mount Egumenikus, Mount Washington. I briefly mentioned those through some of the videos, but any one of them could be a full 2 or 3 videos if you really wanted to do it. And I'm not just limited to here. I don't mind doing ones from places I've never been. I like doing the research. If it's something that interests me, and I hate to say it, but it's got to interest me a little bit. For the most part, most any geology is fair game. I would be more than happy to do it. So if there are suggestions out there, maybe just leave me a message or something. I'd be more than happy to put my time into it. Summer right now. It's actually July 4th weekend as I speak. I have literally not gone many places because where I'm from in southern Maine, it is a shit show this time of the year on the coast. and I just don't want anything to do with it. I was born and raised here, um, and did 23 years in Hawaii. Um, when I came back, it was a completely different place, and I just have zero tolerance for clusters of just crowds of people and mayhem. So I opted to stay back, and I really didn't do much. I sort of stayed here and thought about doing this, and I'm upgrading my computer so I can do more. But yeah, these are just something I've really enjoyed, and I want to keep doing them, and I shall. As long as time permits, or I have the capability of doing it. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base and give the people that have watched these, which I very much appreciate. I watch them myself in the background just because I can't sit there and watch myself. It's like hearing yourself on tape. It really it just doesn't really jive with your own ear, because you think you sound so different. And as it turns out, you think you look different. So go figure. But anyways, just a quick background of me. I am a registered professional geologist from the state of Maine. I went to school, University of Hawaii. I graduated there a long time ago, and I worked professionally out there and until about 2012, and then I returned home here and took some time to kind of figure out where I wanted to go. And in that time, I worked quite a few different jobs, but I never stopped really practicing geology. I just can't shut it off. And I'd always been sort of talking about getting really serious about it, and license is a good way to tell whether or not you're serious, because it really is a tough thing to pass. So I dedicated about 2 years of my life to getting that ready and doing any job I could that required the most amount of money for the least amount of time. And I'm grateful for my friends out there. They knew who they are that allowed me to do this. I now work full time. I have not nearly a fraction of the amount of time I used to have. But when I do have my free time, assuming I'm dodging the crowds of the coast and not partaking in the Saturday horror show of skiing, then I like to do these. These are definitely a good hobby. They take time. Hopefully, next weekend will be a little bit more mellow, because I really do want to go to the beach. So may not have time to do these types of things, but in any case, I just wanted to let people know that I enjoy these, and I'm willing to take suggestions. I will say that if you are don't bring your religion to my comments, because it's not a religious series. There are plenty of places to go and do that. I'm not anti-religious. I'm not anything like that. I have my own faith. So, but I don't hammer it into other people. That's the difference. Science is not religion. Science is not faith. Science is fact. And that's what we based it off of. And there's nothing more painful than having somebody that does not know the material arguing against somebody that does. Because both people suffer, because you cannot fix something when somebody does not understand the basic fundamental message that we're talking about. So I'm going to leave that right there. And anybody else that has science questions, or just anything that you want to lay out in front of me that has to do with within reason of what I like, what I put these lectures out, I would be more than happy to engage and come up with an answer and help people find an answer if you can. So anyway, thank you for watching these. There will be new videos released coming up. There's going to be redone videos when I've cleaned these up and I re-recorded them. So I just appreciate everybody for watching, and aloha.